One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. There are certain games along the way that define your season, and this certainly will be one of them, a top 5 showdown. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. This is a separation game. We are right in this conference championship race, but today is the day we show we're the better team. He wants to use that home field advantage, make sure the crowd is up, on their feet, and loud. But he says, guys, we've got to give them something to cheer about early to start the game so we can use that home field advantage. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. Deep in the end zone, it's Mobley. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quick give. It's Shepard. Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the
It's a fumble! A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Notre Dame right back to the line. Finds a crease. It's Shepard. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Shepard. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the second straight play.
really nice job by the defense there, expecting run on that play, making the tackle, and now giving...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Direct snap. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Shepard. Taken down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
The give to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Tries it on the sneak. Surges his way in for the score.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Getting set for the point after. extra point pushes the lead to 14. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. They were all over it.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same.
Makes the grab in their space. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Pringle. You reach this portion of the season, in games like this, top 5 showdown can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in the lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
And the Canes in the hurry-up. Fresh setter downs going to the air.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They'll run it. It's Pringle. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Canes! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient.
Oh, out of space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They used the jump play to cross midfield, and they got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. To the ground. He's got it again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Out wide left, it's Gilbert. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. In the backfield, it's Graham. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Changing the routes with his receivers. Second down, gonna throw it. Left side, it's Graham. Snags it, and there's running room. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch them.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They go 83 yards on the drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's Compton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Mensah. Out wide left, it's Pringle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Holds on, it's Pringle.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Here's Mensah to throw. Got a man. It's Lofton. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's start with the Western Michigan Broncos taking on the Central Michigan Chippewas. And it's Western Michigan with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. In traffic, it's Lofton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
They don't need a bunch on second down. He's looking to throw. Out wide right, it's Brown. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Quick catch. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. Caught. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, it's Brown. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Canes want to crank the tempo. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And it's picked off for the third time today. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. On the run, it's Shepard. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
And that's the guy you got to try to avoid when throwing the football. He leads the nation in interception. The dude is an absolute ball hog. You are asking for something bad to happen when you throw his way, and they're lucky he didn't pick that one off.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Mensah. Caught. On the move is the 30. There he goes. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Drops back on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lofton. At the 35, he's open. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's James. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. teams onto the field ready to go to work. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Hand off again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Canes!
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the fourth quarter, tie ball game, who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Crosses midfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Play action on first down. Finds his man. It's Shepard. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside. It's Mobley. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They'll move the wide receiver. Touchdown, Irish! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick an extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. Here's the return from inside his 10. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Left side is Pringle. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Look out. Out wide left, it's Brown. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. 4th down, tie game. They don't have to go for it, but it looks as if they will. Needs it here on 4th down. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's
got some room, heading to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they've got the lead in the final minute. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Mensah to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He wants a big play here late.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Throwing, Mensah. Oh, pressure's coming. Here's a throw downfield late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win.